Hi everyone. I'd like to start off by saying that I really appreciate all of you giving feedback and bearing with me as this is the first time that the course has been run. And with that being said, I've revised the week 5 expectations along with the advice of Shirley in the education department. And I think that these expectations will work better and be more beneficial to all of you. So we've had a little bit of a change in plans. First, there is no meeting on campus on Saturday. So lucky for you, you have your weekend back if you choose to take it. There's no week 5 discussion post because you'll be completing a peer feedback instead. And also there is no week 5 optional Zoom conference. So the following slides will explain all of these things in some more depth. So your first step is to complete your own assignments. So you should review the assignments and the rubrics for both the composition and the summary assignments. And if you watch my Zoom conference video, the second one, there's recorded information about the rubrics with some explanations. And you can also find that under the week 5 module. You can find the video link there as well as the information. So you need to make sure that you submit your composition and your summary by Thursday. And your next step is peer feedback. So peer feedback will be due by Saturday, and Canvas should assign you partners, and you'll complete and receive 2 peer reviews, one for the composition and one for the summary by Saturday night. So I've found in the past that it's really helpful to analyze someone else's work because it kind of forces you to give the rubric some critical thought. And it also helps you to get another perspective and see another example of what the expectations are. So I know sometimes it's hard when you go to give peer feedback because you look at it and kind of wonder like what you could say. So there's some sentence stems here that you may find helpful. And definitely make sure that you read through the rubric really closely and make sure you base your feedback specifically off of the rubric. And peer feedback can be positive things as well as critiques or questions. So your third step is completely optional, but if you'd like to, you can schedule a private Zoom conference with me to go over your assignments and get some feedback. If you choose not to schedule a private conference, I'll just give you feedback on your final copy. So as long as you're comfortable with getting the peer feedback for week 5 and then revising and getting feedback at that point, that's totally fine. So if you could look at the schedule at the bottom of the slide and send me 3 different dates and times by Thursday, I'll let you know which of those time slots you will be getting. I would expect it would take probably 15 to 20 minutes to go over both writings. And you can choose a time within any of those blocks. So like if Friday at 1 o'clock works for you, you could let me know that, or Saturday at 7:30, or whatever 3 times work best for you within those windows. Just let me know by Thursday. So your grading for week 5 will be 25 points for the composition and 25 points for the summary, both by Thursday. And then also you'll get 25 points for your peer feedback, which is due by Saturday. And you earn full credit for all of those by turning in your work on time and giving your peers thoughtful feedback based on the rubric. And like I said earlier, feel free to ask questions and give comments to your peers as well. For the rubrics for the summary and the composition, again, you can find the explanations in my second Zoom conference video. And that video also goes through where to find all of the assignments, but everything is posted under the week 5 module. There are some great examples on the MTEL website, and it goes through sample directions, a sample response, and a sample rubric for both the summary and for the composition. And the directions that you see on that link will be the same exact directions that you get on the test. Obviously, the topic will be a little bit different, but you'll be required to write 1 summary and 1 composition. So, in summary, there will be no on-campus meeting, no week 5 discussion, and no final Zoom conference. By Thursday, you need to submit both of your assignments and email me to schedule the optional Zoom conference if you choose to. So just send me 3 dates and times that work for you within those windows. By Saturday the 20th, you need to make sure that you've completed and received a peer review of both the summary and the composition. And by next Thursday, the 25th, your initial discussion post for week 6 is due, and by Saturday, your peer responses and your final copies of the assignments are due. So please don't hesitate to call, text, or email me if you have any questions. Be confident, look at the resources, and do your best. I'm looking forward to reading your work.